3, 2, talk. Across the Fortem community, welcome back. We are here with another episode. We got Josh here and Aidan. My name's Nick.
What's up?
And we're deep diving on some fitness and health today.
Oh, yeah.
Excited to have you guys. Excited to talk about today. We're going kind of big picture, talking about what the real drivers are of progress in CrossFit and in health.
I love talking about this.
Yeah.
I can ramble, but
Yep.
I'm just going to try my best not to.
It's okay if you do.
Sometimes there's some gold in the rambling, so we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. So we're trying to unpack habits and mindset that drive lasting fitness and health, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talk about the long-term benefits of making the kind of changes we recommend to people all the time. We are not in this for the 90-day transformation. We want lifestyle change. We want people thinking about the health and strength and physical body that they are building up that they have to live with, right, for all the years ahead of them. So today we're going to hit on 9 key areas to focus on, 9 difference makers with fitness and in health, that if you focus on these things and take them seriously, it's going to set you up for years and years of success.
Yeah, and the cool thing is we've seen these work. Like, we have literally, with our own eyes in front of us, and it's worked for us
Yeah.
too, right? We live these things to the best of our abilities. But, yeah, focusing on these things, even if it's little progress here and there in these things, you're going to see a big difference. So let's dive into the first one. Training frequency. I would say we would want you to be getting into the gym 4 to 5 times a week. If you think CrossFit methodology, the prescription is 3 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off, right? On meaning workout days, off meaning a rest day. So 2 rest days and 5 workout days per week. I think that's a good sweet spot to let your body adapt and grow, not get burnt out, allowing for adequate recovery between. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, no, I think that's good. I think just as much as thinking about the sessions in the gym, you got to take recovery seriously too. Like, there is a fine line to walk there where you're either under training and you just have too much time between your sessions.
Yep.
You're not getting the benefits of adaptation by putting your body under the right kind of stress. And overtraining, not recovering, and then you're not reaping the benefits of all the hard work you're putting in. So that's kind of what we're getting at here. You need to recover just as seriously as you train.
Yep. And I think, right, this frequency, right, we don't want you to do too little, right, where you only do 2 days a week, because then it's going to be really hard for your body to adapt to the working out, right? You're always going to be sore, that kind of thing. And then, like you said, doing 6-7 days, that's when you start getting burned out, doing too much. So it's not about always doing more. It's about, hey, when you show up for those 4 to 5 days, show up with intention and show up ready to get the right intensity for that day that we want you to get, that the coach wants you to get, that the workouts are designed to get, because we know that intensity drives results, right? So, yeah.
What would you say to somebody that wants to follow 4 to 5 sessions per week? They show up on their 4th session and they're feeling a little bit beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would you want them to do? Would you want them to still obviously come into the gym?
Yep.
But would you want them to do class, or would you want them to hey, just go hop on the C2, or hey, grab your ruck, or do something different, but you're still working out for that 4th day? How would you?
Yeah, I think it can go, honestly, I think it can go either way, depending on how you feel. If you're feeling really run down, maybe going on a ruck, which we'll talk about later, going on a ruck or just riding the bike that day. If you're sore and tired, not feeling up to the intensity, I would say just talk to the coach, be honest, and we'll find the right workout for you that day, depending on what you're feeling and those kinds of things, to get you moving. I think a lot of times when you're feeling tired or, sore, we underestimate the the reality of just getting your body moving and moving through movements can really, really help you feel better. And I think you just got to get here. Like a lot of times it's like, man, I'm so tired. I don't want to, and you just don't show up.
Yeah.
But getting here is the hardest part. You get here, listen to the coach, be honest with your coach, and we'll help you.
I hope people hear that. Like, just show up and we can adjust. So if you put this like block in your mind of like, if I show up today, it's either 100% intensity or I don't show up, right?
Right.
So you're getting permission from your coaches right now. Just show up. Just show up and we can adjust.
And
scale back.
in us doing that, we're helping you listen to your body. I think that's a skill.
Some people don't know how to do that. Some people will say like, oh, I'm banged up, but then they still just go 100%.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, maybe.
Or is it that you're scared of the workout, right? Helping,
or,
you know what I mean? Like we can help you think about that, talk through that, and go through all those things that you feel and help you.
Correct.
That's why having a coach is super important.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so that's our first big key area here is frequency and training. You gotta put some work in by showing up in the gym. That can adjust based on how you're feeling, but consistency week in and week out of showing up.
Yep.
Okay, this next one here, sleep. This is so critical. Most people do not take this seriously enough. They think it's like just they can toss it to the side if they need to. Like I can survive off whatever amount of sleep I need. We recommend 7 to 9 hours. That's kind of a big range. I'm going to also point out that women typically need more sleep than men. But 7 to 9 hours, that is not always easy to get, especially in this day and age when like our patterns and routines around sleep are just pretty messed up, whether it's technology used super late at night, this kind of like being wired all the time, this kind of high stress environment that a lot of people kind of find themselves in, or different seasons of life. Like for me, sleeping before I had a daughter was totally different. When I would just get to a point where I'm like, yeah, tonight I need a 9-hour night and I'm just going to take it. I'll feel way better.
Yep.
That is literally an impossibility for me at this point in my life, but it's still, I have to prioritize it as much as I possibly can, control the variables. Where does this have an effect? It has an effect on everything. It has an effect on how you recover. It has an effect on your hormone regulation, which is super closely tied to your nutrition. So a lot of people don't realize this, but you could be dialed on your nutrition, like sticking to either a macronutrient prescription, some other approach to your nutrition, and sleeping 6.5 hours a night and not getting the results. And that's because your body is in this constant state of stress and under recovery that's going to affect how your body treats and handles the food and fuel that you put in it.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect of it tying to your nutrition, muscle repair. So all the work that you put in the gym, you get the benefits and adaptation from that while you're resting and recovering.
Yeah.
So you take that equation out and you're just not getting the gains that you should. And this last one's kind of obvious, but cognitive clarity. Like most people will feel this more than anything else. Like you get a poor night of sleep, you feel kind of brain foggy the next day, groggy. But don't overlook the other two, the muscle repair, the recovery, and how it plays into your nutrition.
So if someone struggles with this, what would you say just a practical way to get better at this? Because I know sometimes in the season too, Jackie way more than me, waking up in the middle of the night and those kinds of things. But there's definitely some things I feel like I can shore up. But what would you say those things are?
Yeah, so most people have a morning routine, or at least a lot of the people that I kind of interact with have a routine in the morning. Like that's kind of a natural thing to drift into, is like you do some things in the beginning of the day that just kind of check off some boxes and sets you up for the rest of the day. But at night, usually it's just kind of a bit of a mess. Having an evening routine is super helpful. So something that's going to send some signals to your body that it's time to start winding down. A huge one of this is getting technology away from your actual bedtime.
Yeah. That's a big one.
people definitely don't understand the impact of
Scrolling in the bed.
of
Or even
scrolling,
blue light.
the blue light. All these things are affecting your body's signals, saying like it's time to wind down.
Yeah.
So you might be exhausted, and then all of a sudden you start like scrolling and watching shows and doing all this stuff, and you're like peaked back up and wired again. So when you pull those things out of the night routine, your body's more set up to get to a point of like ready to sleep, being ready to sleep.
Right.
And then also some sleep hygiene things. People overlook things like how much light is in your room, like how dark can you make your room? It should be like you can't even see your hand
Blackout
in front of your
curtains.
face. And temperature, things like that,
Cold.
making it cold. I think a recommended range is like 69 degrees, maybe even a little bit cooler than that, depending on your preference.
I want an igloo, but that's a high energy bill, you know.
True, it gets a little rough in the
Sweating,
summer.
no sheets.
No sheets, yeah. Ceiling fan, 62 degrees. Okay.
Yeah. And I think overall, just whatever it is, like a warm cup of tea, whatever, reading a book, things that signal to your brain like it's time to wind down.
Yep. Good.
I know one thing that helps me during these, like this scenario, right, is like you said night routine, like around like 8:45, I have like a sleep gummy, which has like magnesium, ashwagandha, all these things that help kind of like lower your cortisol and just kind of like start prepping your body for a deeper sleep, you know? So if like people are listening to this and they're like, I don't know what to do, I'd probably say for sure find like a night tea that just like getting in the habit of like drinking the night tea, like starts to stimulate your brain like, oh, hey, it's time to wind down, you know? And then, or find like a gummy that has all those things that you need for sleep.
I know you have magnesium recommendation too,
Oh,
right,
yeah,
Nick?
There you go.
Magnesium glycinate, every single person I've ever worked with nutrition, I recommend that to. And all of them report back without fail a noticeable change right away.
Right.
And that helps you get deeper sleep. So if you are in a scenario like Josh, where you have two babies and your sleep's likely interrupted or at least not super long, helps you get more out of less time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
And I even say too, like another thing you can add and keep note of is like when you're sleeping, are you constantly waking up to go to the restroom? Like, are you constantly waking up like 2 to 3 times a night, having trouble falling back asleep? And if you are, that's like a sign of like high cortisol. And that's one thing that you can kind of manage to get better restorative sleep. So look for something that's going to help lower your cortisol, whether that's like journaling to get all your brain thoughts out the way, or ashwagandha or whatever it may be. Just if you know you're waking up constantly, for sure, you know, find something that's going to lower your cortisol. That way you can still see the benefits of sleeping. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Most people don't look at those little details. Okay, so we got training, consistency, sleeping a lot, as much as you can. The next thing we're talking about, hydration.
Hydration, yeah. Honestly, now we're coming into summer, and most people are probably going to come into Fortem and be like, dude, like, yeah, I have a headache, dude. I'm sucking in my workouts. I don't know what's going on, dude. And the main thing that they don't understand is that being hydrated, like, fuels your performance. Like, any sign of like dehydration or like lack of water in your system is going to reduce your power output in working out tremendously. So when you come into Fortem, right, and you're like, dude, it's hot as heck in here, like automatically you should know electrolytes in your water and think back, have I hydrated throughout the day for this workout? Because the worst thing you could do is just walk in, like any workout's a good workout, but when you come in and you can't even produce the effort that you want to because you're dehydrated, that's just like something you can always, you know, control. So always control that. So
how much water should I be having a day?
at least half your body weight half your body weight in ounces, so that you're just like covering a base. But if you're working out in 4 or 5 p.m. heat, have more. You know, throw a packet of Element in there, or element tea, however you want to call it, right? Throw
Mineral salt,
right? Yeah. Anything that's going to help you keep the sodium, potassium, all those things inside of your body, because trust me, you don't want to be able to. You your typical barbell weights, your typical workouts to feel horrible.
You know what's super interesting is deep tissue massage therapists say that they can tell when a person's hydrated or dehydrated just by feeling their muscles. And I have a feeling a lot of you guys would be dehydrated.
Feel like a piece of beef jerky or what?
Yeah, it's like beef jerky. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right, is if you do drink enough, right, and you're not dehydrated, right, and it helps you with soreness, helps you with recovery, output, like you said, like those kinds of things. So,
yeah, for example, like Murph, right? Like some people come in here, Murph just happened recently, and people come in here, hit Murph hard, they're hyped up, they go home, and then they, sadly, Memorial Day, people go crazy, but they don't hydrate themselves again, right? They don't drink water throughout the day. They don't drink more water throughout Tuesday, Wednesday, and the following days, and their recovery is just like taking forever. And you hear it like, dude, I'm still run down.
Yeah.
I have headaches, and just hydrate more, you know?
Yeah, for
sure.
Okay,
you heard it. Drink your water.
Just do it.
All of us need to do that. Okay, fourth thing. Big one that people skip all the time. Mobility and body care. I won't belabor the point too much, but this one, treat it like you're brushing your teeth. It is like hygiene. Because if you don't do it, you are going to experience something that goes wrong, I think. It's just a recipe for disaster if you're not mobilizing. And it doesn't have to be a lot. 5 to 10 minutes a day. Something that I do is I get out-WOD Mobility. It is an app. I think it's $39 for the whole year. And you can literally target what you need. It's pre-workout and post-workout. And it helps so much. And you can do it for 5 to 10 minutes. Something that I think usually, right, when we have tight hips, we have tight shoulders, those types of things. And then we're doing the movements that we do, right? We're not ready to be in that range of motion, wherever it may be. That's when we start, seeing injuries or getting banged up a little bit. So simple things that you can have, or we have foam rollers here. Hit that right before you leave. Hit it before you work out. Lacrosse ball, have that at home. Order a lacrosse ball, have it at home. Roll out your traps, roll out your triceps, roll out your biceps, your quads, those types of things. 90 to 90 stretch for your hips. Couch stretch for your hips. There's certain things. I think maybe what we should probably do is a mobility clinic coming up here. That's something that probably we should get in the works. Just a routine that people can do.
I would even throw in like getting a so right.
So right.
Like you can jam a kettlebell. You can jam a kettlebell into your psoas muscle, but just Walmart. So right is another thing I think.
That's a good one. But I'm telling you, if you do this, and I even fall into the trap of hitting a really hard workout, I get distracted, leave the gym feeling super stiff. I think that's kind of something that I've gotten from Kelly Starrett is don't leave the gym stiff.
Yeah.
So get on the bike erg before you leave, 5 minutes, just flush the body. Stretch a little bit, whatever it may be. Get into, the wide straddle stretch on the wall after. Just do something before you leave the gym that isn't making you leave the gym stiff. If you have any questions about this, talk to a coach. We can help you.
I honestly would say out-WOD or ROM-WOD are probably the best things you could possibly do because of the targeting and the testing they do prior. So some people might be like, oh, like my shoulder's tight, but in reality you have a really good thoracic
shoulder mobility.
Shoulder mobility, right? So you're just wasting time mobilizing that when actually it's like your lower back that's hindering your performance. So if you do plan on buying a subscription, find the thing that's going to test your mobility prior to, and that's going to continue to help you mobilize towards the things that you actually need, not just like random stretches that you think is helping you when they're really not helping you.
Wish we could say we were sponsored by out-WOD, but we're not. But this is not a commercial. But yeah, it's really good.
It's more authentic because they're not paying you to say that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so we got training consistency, we got sleep, we got hydration, mobility, and body care. The next piece here is warming up right. This kind of plays into the mobility a little bit. If you are someone who rolls in here chronically late, you should feel your ears burning right now a little bit.
In the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or you can see my eyes like this.
Not because we want to just pester you or make
Yeah.
your life hard, but because a warm-up is so critical, especially with what we do. And when it comes to lifting heavy or high intensity, your body needs to be primed and ready for that.
Yeah.
The warm-ups aren't just a way to kill 10 minutes. They are getting you ready to work out, priming your tissues, your movement patterns, your nervous system. Most people don't even think about that. Like, there's so much involved with coming in here and hitting a heavy deadlift that has nothing to do with the amount of strength that you inherently have.
Right.
It's your body being ready and prepared for that weight. Same thing goes for intense workouts. So yes, being on time so that you get the entire warm up in is critical. That's key. But also taking the warm up seriously, like try and get yourself as you go through it to increase your ranges of motion. Try and focus on engaging the right muscles while you're doing the movements. Try and feel your body temperature raise. Like if we get 3 minutes on a machine, don't take it at the slowest possible pace.
And and as I said, it's not like you can't talk. Like I love that you want to talk and talk to people and socialize, but it definitely would change everything.
Yeah.
And that's why when we do that first minute, we go, you hear a coach saying, and I know I say this, hey, pick up the speed the next second minute. Hey, give me a 15-minute sprint at the end here. Like those types of things as we go through the warm-up, super important that you're just not just going through the motions, because it's not really going to help you for anything.
Yeah. And man, I know some days that feels like the most difficult thing to like actually get moving, but without fail, when I actually put effort into the warm-up, like I always feel better after. Mm-hmm. If I'm just like, either I'm super, late, the schedule got crazy or something, and I kind of miss a majority of the warm-up, like I just don't feel it. And that tells you right there, like there's value in it. It serves a purpose.
I'll even say like warm-ups give you input on if you should push today or you should kind of like lay off today as well, right? Like, for example, one thing I know when I'm warming up is if I'm on a rower, if I can't get below like 2 minutes for a 500 meter or in the 1,000 calorie range as the warm-up progresses, I know maybe I should kind of like throttle back today and let the coach know or let Josh know or whoever I'm training with, like, hey, I'm not gonna go hard today, because that's like your body's signal of like, hey, my nervous system's kind of a little bit dampened today. And that's something that you guys should take account for. Like those 3 minutes on the warm-up, listen to your body. Can I ramp this machine up? I can't? Okay, go talk to your coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know? Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Good, I like it.
Okay. Next one here. This is a little bit change in pace here. So trusting your coach when they threshold train you. What do we mean by this?
So basically when we threshold train is we're riding the very edge of what you're capable of, like your capacity, right before you're going to hit failure, right? Or that could be like we're riding the very edge of like what you can actually lift with a good technique before the technique kind of like gets changed or tweaked a little bit, and then now you're just lifting kind of poorly and more prone to injury. If you're in my class, I'm gonna be on you. I'm gonna tell you, come on, dude, like, and I'll say your name, but it's because I know what you're capable of, and I'm gonna try. Like the only way we see results here is we're riding that edge of intensity every single day, and we can't be in comfort all the time. So when I see you, like, hey, I'm gonna choose, this weight, or I'm gonna choose these calories, like, I'm trying to up your capacity, and I can only do that if you trust me enough to know, like, hey, when I tell you to do this extra work or extra speed or extra weight, that's what your threshold is for that day.
Yep.
And it's going to help you keep progressing,
Yeah, I think a lot of times CrossFit, when people think about CrossFit, they think it's too hard for them, right? I can't do that. I'm not fit enough. I'm not fit at all, so I can't do CrossFit. I can't do that style of working out. And the cool thing is you can because when you come here, we're going to help you do it. And not everyone does the same things, right? So we're trained in finding the right workout that you can do, but also you might fail, right? You might fail a lift. You might not do good at a workout. You might struggle, right? And it might be hard for you, but that's good. We want that, right? We want it to be tough, because if it always is easy, there's no adaptation.
Correct.
Right? Expect body, physically, but also mentally. It works both ways. We want your body to be pushed. We want it to get better. We want the intensity for your body to adapt and get stronger and get fitter. But also, I think there's another component that we don't really think about is, right, the mentality that you get from doing hard things and pushing through and failing and not being able to lift a weight, and then you put in work and you are able to hit that weight later, or getting stronger and be able to do something in a workout that you couldn't do before. Every person in the gym struggles with something. Every person in the gym has struggled with movements, with weights, whatever it may be. And failure isn't a setback. Don't think of failure as a bad thing. We want you to fail sometimes, because it's a good teacher. It's a good lesson. It's good lessons to learn. And it's a marker of, okay, am I pushing my limits, or am I just kind of skating by? Because when you show up, we want you to push your limits. We want you to get better, right? We want your life to change, and that is through struggle, through hardships. You think about that in life, right? Life is not easy. Life doesn't go the way we plan it. And when you show up and do hard things in the gym, that mentality transfers to when life gets hard. It's not the same thing, but it's just that mentality that we get from failing, from struggling. Everything happens for a reason. So same thing in the gym, right? Mm-hmm. All that stuff that you go through, all that struggle, when it's hard, when you push through, it's all a teacher. It's all making you better every single day, even if it's a little bit every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about all of our members, but like I know like CrossFit drives like a certain type of personality type, right? And for me, myself, like when I fail, yes, I'm going to throw a fit. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be kind of like butthurt for a little bit, right? But I also come back and, hey, if I failed at something or I struggle at something, I ask myself, like, why did I struggle at that?
And you want to get better at it.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
And that's what CrossFit's about, like just finding what you struggle with, finding what you can't do, and then just learning how to create new stimuluses so that I can do those things.
Yeah, I would say a little bit of encouragement is just start embracing hard instead of avoiding it.
Correct. Don't cherry pick.
Yeah.
Workouts. If you see something on the whiteboard that you know you're going to struggle with or you're going to fail, just like, hey, just come in. Nothing bad's going to happen. You're just going to do a workout. You're going to get somewhat better. You're going to struggle. You're going to be upset. But when you leave, I guarantee you're going to be happy that you came.
Right? You're not going to regret it.
Correct.
Yep.
Yep.
That's good. That's good. This next one kind of plays into that as well. Trying new things and practicing skills.
Oh, I know you like this one.
What do you have to say about this?
Oh my gosh. Nothing grinds my gears more than doing skill work or something, trying to get someone to learn something and then they just don't even try it. Especially in a CrossFit gym, because the CrossFit pyramid has like learning, like the essence of CrossFit is trying and learning new skills. Like constantly, that's how we gain more coordination, just more accuracy, anything, right? So when you come into CrossFit, I would hope that you are open to trying new skills. And I know they're not fun, just like we talked about. You're probably going to fail at the beginning, right? But when you learn those things, you are going to be so much more surprised on how learning this skill increases your strength for something else. Learning this skill increases your endurance in a workout that's probably cardio heavy, right? Also, it keeps CrossFit fun. If you come in here always like, oh, I'm just going to do single unders instead of double unders, and you don't even try to learn the double under, I don't know about you, but I would get FOMO of like, dude, I can't do double unders right now. Like, this is crazy. But yeah, just if a coach comes up to you and it's like, hey, I know you snatch like this for a very long time. Just try this differently. Like, that's what CrossFit is about, learning and adapting your skills. That way you just can get better in your fitness journey,
What do you say to someone who just says, I just care about looking good, or like, I just want to feel better. I just want to get healthier. I don't care about doing anything fancy. How do you encourage them to change that perspective?
Oh, that's so hard. First, that's a loaded question, but I'd probably ask them a little bit more deeper questions. Like, okay, like why'd you choose CrossFit then? Like, what made you attracted to that modality? And then I'd slowly find out what what they value in fitness, and then I'll kind of try to slowly sneak back in skills, like, like, hey, like you said you value this, like, okay, well, this will get you to that looking good or whatever it may be, because it's going to require new adaptation, and new adaptation obviously is growth.
Yeah. So helping shape their perspective better.
Correct.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's land this plane. We got 1 point left. We've talked about consistency. We've talked about sleep. We've talked about hydration, mobility, and body care, warming up, threshold training, failing and struggling, learning new things. This is probably one of my favorite ones, the last one here. Being active outside the gym. 1 hour of CrossFit does not do 23 hours in your day of being sedentary. I'm so passionate about this because people come in here and they put out so much effort and do amazing things, and then they don't take what they're gaining here and let it enrich their life. Like that's what it should do for you. You should be a more physically capable, stronger human so that you can enjoy things that a physically capable human can.
Amen.
So activity outside the gym is just so key. This is where I'm going to plug the Fortem Rut Club super hard, because we have to find ways to manufacture this in our life. Maybe there are some exceptions for this where you have an actual physical job. Like maybe your day-to-day is really like you're not sitting at a desk. You're not, filling out spreadsheets and doing things like that, or just like mental work on a computer. Like you actually have a physical job. You're probably good to go. You train CrossFit, like you're a weapon of a human, right? Yep. But for most of us, myself included, I have to be intentional about staying active. Like yes, I can come to the gym and get an hour workout in, and that's great and productive. But if the rest of my entire day is just locked to a desk and a chair, like I know from experience that I still don't feel good. Like it's not going to undo being inactive in my life. So the Rut Club is amazing because it doesn't beat your body up, because yes, you can manufacture some extra activity by going on a run, by jogging, by playing sports, which we encourage you to do. That's great. But if you feel like you try and introduce some of those things and you're not recovering, or you kind of run into little tweaks here and there, I guarantee you're not going to get that from rucking.
Yeah.
So throwing some weight on your back and walking, it's great for that. It's not going to beat you up. It also builds this kind of bilateral movement that if you just hop on a bike or stick on a machine for a while, you're not necessarily building. So there's a great benefit to that. And it's just so achievable. Like you just put a pack on and get out there and walk.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to really build yourself up mentally to do other things, like, oh man, I don't feel like playing pickup basketball today, or like I just don't want to hop on a bike and stare at a wall. Like getting outside is different.
Yeah. Nature.
So getting outside is key. And also there's, what we've built into the Rut Club with our monthly meetups is community as well.
Yep.
We've had, we've had a couple of those with the entire gym, and one so far with our actual signed up group. And there's just so much benefit to being able to just talk to each other and connect deeper with your CrossFit Fortem community, even more so than you can do if you're a person that kind of has to come in the gym, get your workout in, and get out. Like there isn't a ton of opportunities to get to know people deeper, just because we're getting a lot done, right?
Yeah.
That's not necessarily the purpose of your day-to-day class. And if you're just not able to hang around afterwards or come a little early, like you might be kind of missing that.
Yeah.
So the Rut Club really provides that. So I'm obviously a huge fan of it. I think it's just one of the best things ever. And I feel all the benefits for myself, and I just want other people to experience that too.
Yeah, if you have questions about Fortem Rut Club, talk to Nick, talk to any coach. We can help you.
Yeah. What other things do you guys think people benefit from being active outside the gym? How do you guys try and address this for you?
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I would say I'm a big sports guy.
Yeah.
And I think the methodology, right, they want you to learn and play new sports. It just works on, you get to use your fitness and express your fitness in a way that you don't get to do in the gym.
Correct.
So I think, throwing a football around, shooting hoops,
Ultimate Frisbee.
We have a crazy story about that.
Yeah.
We were running circles
yeah.
around just people who don't work out. It was pretty cool.
And that's also like a benefit. Like when you get outside and try sports and you already do other avenues of fitness, you realize how so much of your fitness in CrossFit transfers to other life,
Yeah.
So I think that's what I look forward to. I'm like, dude, I'm going to run circles around these people. That sounds so mean, but I just can't. I'm going to be at a higher edge of fitness because I do this already. And now when I get outside, it's easier,
All right, to recap, these 9 points that we think and we know will change your life if you focus on these. Get in the gym 4 to 5 times a week. Sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. Hydrate your body. Take care of your body by immobilizing 5 to 10 minutes a day. Warm up right. Trust your coach when they're coaching you, right? Holding you back or pushing you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to fail or struggle in the gym or outside. Try new things, practice skills, and be active outside the gym. Use your fitness. These are not complicated. They are simple. They are repeatable. And they're within your control, which is really cool. So something that I think we would want you to do is just reflect on right now where you are at in your health and fitness journey. Identify one of these areas that you want to get better at. Talk to someone around you. Talk to a coach about it. Let's figure out a plan to get better at one of these things. And then as you get better at one of these things, you can start doing 2 of these things and so forth. But focusing on these 9 things will change your life. We've seen it. We want it to change your life, so we want you to be focusing on these things. Join the Rut Club, right? That's a good one.
Absolutely.
Seen huge benefits from that. But thank you for, again, listening. Like, share, subscribe. Share this with as many people as possible. We hope this is helping you. Being a blessing to you. We want to continue to talk about these things because we feel like they're really important. So we're just going to continue doing this, pumping these episodes out, and we're just thankful for you all. See you next time.